All right, guys. Looks like we're ready here for round 5 of our Legacy tournament. Chris and Josh in the booth again.
Yeah.
Ivan
let's do it.
Espinosa on Mono Red versus Jarrod Ellis on Death and Taxes. This seems like an interesting matchup. I think Mono Red is probably slightly ahead because its cards are a little bit more over the top.
Classic mono red versus mono white.
Yeah, than what Death and Taxes can do. But Death and Taxes can be somewhat disruptive as well. So let's see how that goes.
The taxing part of the death and taxes.
Exactly.
Definitely slower to deploy its taxing elements.
Right. And also, funnily enough, even though it's a mono white deck, Blood Moon's actually reasonable against Death and Taxes. Game 1, you're not unhappy to see it. Like, it's fine. You could just
Sure.
Blood Moon it up.
Turns off the wastelands and
Rashad and Ports.
ports
And Cavern of Souls.
all of those cards that he just drew.
And all those. Yeah, he has a single planes. Oh my god, that's 5 lands.
That's not a good one.
We're definitely shipping this one, right? Jarrod?
Snap it off.
I mean, are those 2 cards powerful enough to keep a 5-lander? I don't think so.
GTA and Revoker. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, that is
turn 1.
turn 1 Tomb. Since
What?
when?
Tomb.
Does he know what his opponent's playing? He's just gonna get a GTA out there? Sure.
I mean, I feel like I'd want the creature first, but I guess he doesn't really know what to name with
Yeah,
the Revoker.
the problem is the creature in hand is awful.
Yeah.
The creature in hand is not something that he wants
This
to
is
just
a-
run out.
This is a bold keep.
It is a very bold keep. I agree.
Maybe he knows what Ivan's on, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'll just
That's acceptable, Ivan.
name some things.
Yeah. That's fine. I think so. Ivan here seeing Ancient Tomb
Sick rip.
GTA. He probably is like my opponent's on
Eldrazi
Eldrazi.
Stompy.
Yeah, and instead we're gonna get this. Can you name Chromox? I believe you can.
I don't know. Don't know the answer to that question.
I believe it can, and it does.
Name Magus of the Moon. What's going on in Ivan's hand? It looks like he has a bunch of mountains.
Well, I mean, yes,
No, just actual mountains.
they're all actual.
For
ones.
reals, these mountains.
All right. So
No attack.
Jarrod's gonna end up. Well, I mean, I don't think that's a good attack either way.
Well, are you gonna block?
Maybe.
And if Ivan has a bolt or something of that nature here, that's pretty good.
Stoneforge
But,
Mystic is sick.
Yeah, Jarrod gonna go with the Stoneforge plan. Gonna grab a Batter Skull or a Sword of Fire and Ice if he has that in his main deck.
So
I'm gonna look. He does. Yeah.
he does have it.
Let's go.
So also, interestingly enough, or I guess not interestingly enough, the Revoker did name Chromox,
Sure.
and now he's getting a Sword of Fire and Ice. And you know what looked like a kind of poor start has developed really nicely for him.
Well, drawing a Stoneforge off the top as like the first draw of the game is pretty solid.
Yeah, for sure. If it's not in your opener, it's good to draw it first.
Yeah, it gives you at least 2 more pieces of gas.
Yeah, I mean the power of Stoneforge is cannot be understated. That card is very good. I think everyone agrees.
And meanwhile, people are like unbanned in Modern.
It is a little silly. I agree. I think that it's unnecessary, and the fact that like this is a complete aside, but like the fact that it also doesn't matter. Like blue white is fine without Stoneforge and Mystic. People just want to play with something new, and I understand that as well. But just there's 2 new sets coming out.
Yeah,
Like, just let that happen, yeah.
Arclight Phoenix just came from 2 sets ago.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
play that.
yeah, it's fine, guys.
Like everyone else.
Like everyone else, except for
Yeah.
we're not gonna give that away though, huh?
So yeah, don't give away.
Yeah, play it
my
close to your
sick-
chest. Yeah.
Sick Pro Tour tech of not playing Phoenix.
All right.
Looks like
Is he gonna go for the Trinisphere?
post combat Rabble Master.
That's interesting.
Well, the token just gets eaten by the Stoneforge anyway. So
Yeah, but I mean, are you gonna block? Probably not.
with what, the Rabble Master?
Yeah.
What does that matter?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't.
All right.
So.
Good talk.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It can't be blocked anyway. Hello.
Oh man.
This is ridiculous.
This is bad news.
Yeah. I mean, if Ivan has a Fiery Confluence in hand, he can answer this board to
Yeah.
an extent, right? He can get rid of 2 artifacts and then like deal 2 to Jarrod. That's acceptable, but you know.
he can actually shatter both equipments and then deal 1 of the creatures, which will kill the.
But I
oh,
think
wait.
it doesn't all happen at the same time. Pretty sure.
Sure.
So I don't think that would work necessarily. But yeah,
All right. I believe you.
I mean, you don't have to believe me. It's just true.
I believe you.
So Ivan, super weird. It's just very dead right now.
The deadest.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't want to like overstate or even understate it, but
I've
like
never seen anybody this dead.
he's pretty dead. It's insane. Like we're gonna get a GT on this Stoneforge Mystic. I mean, it could even just go onto the Revoker, but I don't particularly love that. I mean, and then he's gonna get to unlock all of his lands. Not that that matters.
Why are we tapping mana for anything other than equip my GT?
Oh, that's why.
Oh, because he gets to do both. Why
Yeah.
not? Why not both?
Why not both? I become the monarch. I don't know if you've heard, sir, but I am of royal descent.
It looks like we're running away with this one.
Yeah, this one's pretty much game. I definitely would suit up the Palace Jailer. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Right.
Suit up the Stoneforge, get some get some counters, and that way we can also
Seems like the last one you'd want to suit up.
pump up this pump the jams, as it were.
So Ivan dead next turn unless he has something.
6, 7. So Ivan's at 7, and Jared's gonna get 2 counters, and basically anything Ivan does is gonna get answered by this board. The barring only, of course.
I think you put Jarrod to 7.
Oh, I did put Jared to 7. Whoops. What was Jared at? 16? 14.
Not sure.
And then Ivan's at 9. He just took 7.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Because yeah, Jared just went to 14 because of his ancient. He's activated it twice. Took 2 from
Third time.
Yeah. No, this is his second on as an actual
Oh,
as
sure,
an actual
yeah,
agent.
yeah.
Too. Yeah.
It was a mountain before.
Yep. All right. So we get 2 counters on Jite. Man, just draws a Stoneforge off the top. Not bad.
Well, there's only one more target, so it's
Oh, but it's a decent one, I think. So Jared keeps a 5 lander and cruises
too
to
easy.
a pretty
Easy
dominating
victory.
win, to be honest.
So easy.
The Revoker ended up being gas there because it names Chrome Mox.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Ivan had anything else to cast in his hand that
That mattered, sure.
Yeah. I mean, the only 4 mana spell that he would have really mattered was Confluence.
Confluence, yeah.
No, I don't know if he had that available or not in his hand.
I'm not sure, unfortunately, but like obviously that's like his out, right? It's one of his outs. But yeah, let's move on to the sideboards here. So you have
I have Jared's list.
Okay, sure. I'll go over Ivan's really quickly.
Sounds good.
So we've got 3 Pyrostatic Pillar, 4. It says Ensnaring Bridge. I'm just gonna confirm. It's a Snaring Bridge. 4 Sulfur Elemental. Damn.
4
2,
Sulfur
yeah.
Elemental?
2 Chaos Warp and 2 Sorcerer Spyglass. So Sulfur Elemental most certainly
Yeah.
gonna come in here.
The-
All 4.
The full 4?
The full set. Yeah, you're just like, no, there's no way.
That's pretty hateful.
That is so aggressive.
Those are some hateful bears.
Yeah. Oh man, that's some tough love, dude. Not gonna lie, that hurts.
It's just take all these and put them right in the deck.
Yeah.
Looks like he's cutting some of the blood moons for that.
Yeah.
From Jared's side, we've got a Containment Priest, an Aethersworn Canonist, a Leonin Relic Warder, Sanctum Prelate, Palace Jailer, 2 Chalice of the Voids, 2 Rest in Peace, 1 Gideon, Ally of Zendikar, 1 Karn, Sign of Urza, 2 Path to Exile, 2 Council's Judgment.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
So we may see possibly the Relic Warder, as a lot of the lock pieces are artifacts.
Yeah.
That's a 1. And then... I don't know if we're bringing too much of the rest of this. Maybe the Council Judgments?
Council Judgment is probably fine, just not exciting.
Yeah.
It's a kind of slow, but I mean, you got to answer the I think the permanents are powerful enough that you need to probably answer them on site.
So he probably just wants to bring in some number of answers in the Relic Order and the Council's Judgment.
Yep.
And then the rest of this, I think we'll probably just leave on the side.
I guess the real question is,
Does Palace Jailer only hits creatures, right?
only hits creatures?
Yeah.
I guess one of the real questions is like, are there any non-white creatures in that sideboard?
Well, Gideon's bigger than a 1/1, so he could certainly bring that in.
That's true. That's true.
And then he could bring in Karn if you really wanted to make some dudes.
Yep. So we had a quick question in chat. It's actually just Joe, but I'm gonna answer that, Joe.
Hey,
So
Joe.
Joe wants to know the records. Hey, guess what? You can check that on the stream itself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in the middle of the bottom middle of the screen, there's 2 icons in that like kind of title overlay. There's like the gear that looks like a pie chart. That's the metagame, and on the right hand side is standings. You could just click that, and you could search Jarrod Ellis's name and see what his record is. He's currently 3-1.
Do it yourself.
Ivan Espinosa is at 3-1 as well. So both of these players, potential top 8 berths on the line here. I mean, at the very least, the potential of making top 8.
Yeah.
So
These players were on table 9 at the start of this round, so
Mhm.
they are a little bit down on the standings, maybe, but still alive, I think.
actually, not even. You know what, Joe? What you could do is, or anyone watching necessarily, is you can actually look at their on their deck list. It'll give you their record as well as what they are standing wise.
Wow. So amazing.
It's just, isn't this the most incredible technology you've ever seen?
You don't even have to ask us. You,
You
can
don't
just
even
do
you
it.
can just do it yourself
Do you like to do it yourself, Joe?
sometimes.
All right. So
One of the best movies, of
play.
course.
Yeah. Players opening on their 7s, looking like they're keeping them.
Yep.
Soon Jared's on 7 lands this time.
Sorcerer's
well,
Spyglass.
I guess we'll see.
We're about to see. I wonder what he's gonna name. Probably Stoneforge Mystic if it's in the hand.
GT's a 1. Stoneforge Mystic's a 1.
GT's just okay, I think. I don't think there's anything in this hand. Batterskull. This is a slow one from Jared, but it does have
I
two
don't think I named
claims.
Batterskull.
No, I'm just saying that there's a Batterskull. So
Stoneforge Mystic seems like an okay name here,
yeah, I don't mind
given
it.
the Batterskull in hand. Sorcerer's Spyglass, is that in the main deck?
No, I don't believe it. It's definitely in the sideboard. Okay, you can take a look, man. You got it.
Oh, okay, 2 out of the board.
Yeah.
Interesting inclusion for this match.
Is that interesting? If so, why?
For this match, it seems a little
How you say?
not necessarily proactive enough.
The French might be. Okay.
How you say poop?
All right, so we're gonna get confirmation. So Sword of Fire and Ice is the name. That's an acceptable name.
Yeah, you can't beat that card.
Yeah, your deck is mono red. I mean, he does have what is that card called? Fiery Confluence, but I guess turning off one part of Fiery Confluence definitely sucks.
Yeah, interesting name. I think I would have probably named Stoneforge in this case. But we're gonna see Ivan Chalice for 2 here. That's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
As it turns off Jared's 2 planes hand.
Yeah, I mean, it does shut off the 2 planes hand, but it's not as if Jared's hand is full of 2 plane spells, right? Like, if he hits another land, he's in business.
It sort of is.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of 3-mana spells.
Yeah, the cool thing here is that Jared can play his Flicker Wisp and flicker the Chalice to 0.
Yeah, to make it 0 for sure. So we're losing a lot of life over here, but this looks like a Chandra. Yep. So Chandra comes down for Ivan, and that's a tough one to beat for sure, regardless of what it's doing.
Dome for 2.
Yep. And so Ivan in a much better spot here, but yeah, Jared ends up with a Caracas. Okay, so do you like the Flicker Wisp first? Sure.
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, the majority of Jared's hand is 2-mana stuff, so...
I thought it was 3. I thought I saw a bunch of 3s.
Well,
Because I even see the Council's Judgment, too.
So he has Athalia, he drew a Stoneforge, and I think there was an additional 2 of some kind in there.
Yep. So right now, the only threat on the table is this this Chandra. It's probably not even interested in ticking down to kill this Flicker Wisp. Just because like he knows that. Oh, okay. Because I was like, he knows that the card in Jared's hand will answer it, right? Like the Council Judgment.
Sure.
And so like
well, removing pressure there seems fine then.
Also, that's true. I forgot. I mean, not that I neglect that, but I just think that one of the things that he could be looking for in particular is like he could be looking for like a threat off the top if he hasn't found one. So here's another Chalice for 2.
That's 3.
Oh, that one's on 3? Oh, hello. So
that turns off the Council's
that's
Judgment.
yeah,
that we
there's off the
talked
Council.
about.
Okay, that's actually okay. That's much better. So now we get a Stoneforge, but what is Stoneforge gonna get?
Well, you can Stoneforge and Thalia here, which is kind of nice. Get a couple threats on the board.
Yeah, pressures the Chandra to an extent. I mean, actually, just 2 attacks will kill it, right? So, those 2 attackers, I should say. But turning off Sword of Fire and Ice is definitely gonna put him in a weird position. I believe Ivan is Hellbent.
Yeah.
Okay.
No cards in hand at the moment.
So Ivan Hellbent. Here comes the Stoneforge Mystic. More than likely getting a GT since Sword of Fire and Ice is dead. Although, I mean,
I think I like Batterskull.
he already has it.
Oh, right. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, you laughed, you scoffed, and now it might pay off. We'll see. But Thalia going to be online as well in this upcoming cycle. But and I think the thing about this in particular is that the Thalia doesn't matter. It's just a body, right? And here Ivan's going to tick up, find Hopefully he doesn't find a mountain. A mountain would be the worst draw possible.
So we should see a City of Traders die, right?
Oh, city. Yeah, the city should go. And I think Jared pointed out. Sure. Here comes Chandra. Chalice. Chalice probably not good enough. Although for 2 is all okay, I think. Because that way you lock out like a ton of Jared's hand.
I think it's less good now that Jarrod has had sort of the opportunity to cast multiple 2s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't really put it on 4.
It doesn't do anything on 4.
Like he doesn't have the mana for that anyway. But
sure. Well, if he had floated, the city,
he could just play a second Chalice on 3. But I don't think that's worth the 4 life.
Well, he seems to disagree. 2, 4. Oh, this is 5. 2. Oh yeah, because so Thalia makes it 5. So this is another Chalice on 2. And that's like I said, I think that's probably okay. But I mean, we're gonna lose this Thalia.
Jared loses the Chandra.
I'm sorry, Chandra. We're gonna have a Batter Skull on the following cycle, turn cycle. But yeah, Ivan's in a poor spot. But I think he's one card away from coming back into this. Like literally, is that Ensnaring Bridge? Can
you can't cast that.
Oh.
Trigger.
Chalice. Oh, Ivan's like, yeah, there's no way. I just locked myself out of the game. Well, wow. So Jared wins a really quick one there. I actually did not think that Death and Taxes was that bad a matchup. And you know what? The crazy thing is, Ivan even took away his own out of Sulfur Elemental because of Chalice on 3. So, I understand having to play around what the known quantities are.
Yeah,
but like your deck is full
of 3s. You still
of
have to play
too.
your own deck.
Yeah, your deck is full of 3s too. Well, that seals the deal. I guess Jared's gonna advance to 4-1 here. We definitely are gonna be able to get you another match out. We have 30 minutes left on the clock. Let me go ahead and put that together. And because like we did the painstaking work of getting all the deck lists, we'll have those ready for you as well when we come back.
Nice.
So we will be back in just a minute, guys. Gonna find a match. Thanks.